A festive night out turned into a nightmare for Strictly's AJ Pritchard and his brother Curtis when they were attacked in a nightclub in their hometown.
Yes, the professional dancers were left battered and bruised, with Curtis needing emergency surgery on his knee.
Well, let's find out what happened, how they are now from both the brothers. Very good morning to you. Good to see you, and we can see quite plainly, Curtis, you're still got the crutches. Just take us back, AJ, to that night. You were back together and you were hoping to go for, what, a fun night out?
Yeah, so we were in our hometown. We were literally 10 minutes down the road from our house. We went out for a night out and Curtis was violently pushed, and then we were beaten up by 8 people, and as you can see with his leg, he was needing emergency surgery straight away, which he has had done, thankfully, and thank you to the NHS for that. But the thing is, it was senseless violence, unprovoked, and just there's not much more to say, which is the sad thing, because you feel safe in your hometown and then suddenly this happens. Yeah, it's very upsetting, to be honest.
And Curtis, just take us through how you felt on that night, because we understand, and AJ will tell us in a moment, that you were kind of feeling pretty protective of your brother, were you?
Well, it was, you know, it was a fantastic night out to start with. It was sort of my New Year's Eve night out because I was going back to Ireland for Dancing with the Stars to start work on the 1st. So we thought we'd go out, myself and AJ, have some fun, and we were having a great night. You know, the atmosphere was absolutely fantastic. And then as the night went on, we were just having a good time, and on the dance floor, all of a sudden, it just broke out into what had happened.
The thing was, you kind of tried to protect me, you tried to put yourself in harm's way to keep me out of harm's way, and in doing so took the full force of it, were punched and violently kicked, and in doing so you kind of were knocked out, fallen to the floor, and also continuously being punched and kicked, and in doing so then I had to pick you up and get you out of the scenario. So thank God we were together. It would have been a very different situation if we weren't together, that's
yeah,
for
no,
sure.
I would like to say, actually, though, thank you for getting me out of the situation, AJ, because it would have been a lot worse if he wasn't there to have got me out of the situation.
Oh, my goodness. Just tell us now, so you've, I mean, you're both clearly, shaken up and also injured. So, first of all, Curtis, you can't now go on and do your job, is that right?
Well, I should be in Ireland training now for the first live show this Sunday on the 6th, but I can't dance at the moment. I've had the operation, it went fantastic, so thank you to the NHS for being so quick and so proactive with everything. I start physio today, and I should be walking on my leg within 3 weeks, and 4 to 5 weeks I should be dancing again.
That's in a perfect world.
Fingers crossed, perfect world,
forward,
yes.
Yeah. And that's got to be, you know, pretty devastating for you, to say the least, Curtis.
Well, it's not the best thing that could have happened, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it's a little bit heartbreaking because I felt like this year was going to be a fantastic year on the season. I felt prepared, I was ready, I was really looking forwards to it. I'd had a nice little Christmas break and I was ready to go back. I was ready to go back fighting stronger than ever, and unfortunately now I'm not able to walk, so it's a little bit heartbreaking, really.
AJ, how are you doing? Obviously you had bruises as well, but kind of like it must leave you feeling pretty shaken up.
I think the really sad thing in this scenario, with it being unprovoked violence, you go through in your brain again and you think, how could it have been any different? How could we have stopped the situation from happening? But honestly, there is no reason. That's what's scary for me. Obviously, dealing with crowds of people all the time, and on a positive show, everything's always so positive. You don't have to worry and watch your back, whereas now I really feel that I won't be putting myself in any situation like this again, that is for sure. But you do have to question yourself now.
And do you think it will affect, for example, when you're deciding, you know, you want to go out like anybody else might want to, it might affect your decision making?
I would say in the current...
I think the best way to put it, my New Year's was with a nice cup of tea, sat on the couch, inside with nobody around me. I think that's what is going to be the rest of my evenings in the near future.
I'm going to agree.
Oh, that's such a shame. AJ, and how about you? And you're okay otherwise? You haven't got, for example, an injury as bad as Curtis?
Physically, I'm okay. Punched and kicked to the shins and the side of my body when I was helping Curtis get off the floor. But mentally, you do really have to think. It makes you feel slightly scared and anxious to go in large crowds of people now. But I'm sure I'll be fine soon, but obviously physically Curtis is the main thing, to get him fit and healthy to go back onto Dancing with the Stars in Ireland.
And AJ, I know you're going on tour with Strictly, that you're still planning to do that. Presumably, the Strictly fans have really backed you up on this, haven't they?
To be honest, the support has been overwhelming through friends and family that we know and people that we don't know. Yes, I'll be going on tour in January with Strictly. I've got my own tour, getonthefloorlive.com, in March, which is exciting for me. And the fans, they are what has helped us get through some of the days where, especially for Curtis being in hospital.
I'd like to just add to that and say thank you everyone for all of the support that everyone has given us, because it has helped us, and it is incredible and quite emotional how nice and kind people can be in a situation like this.
Oh, well, listen, the best of luck to you both. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us, and I hope, Curtis, I really wish you a swift recovery as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.